Oh, man. So come check out this viewpoint. We have a coffee shop right here. We have a mega view of this beautifully muddy river. And that is Myanmar right there. How cool. Americano ร้อน Americano ร้อนเหรอไม่ดีเนาะทีเดียว Americano ร้อนถ้าจะไปสั่งกับข้าวไปร้านไหนครับ It's just so cool. It's so obvious that this area is very different than Thailand, you know? I don't even know if we can say it's more similar to Myanmar. It's just its own special place. So cool. Wow. So great, so great. We've been blessed with great weather for the first 4 days of the trip. Today is day number 5. Finally, it rained. What do you know? It is the middle of the rainy season, so we've really been having wonderful weather. It's not raining right now, but you saw the road to get here was like maximum messiness. There were mudslides. There were 2 different times when the road was like half, just 1 lane remaining and just a huge chunk taken out of the road. So these areas, you do have to exercise caution when you're coming, but they are just so far removed from Thailand. It's like its own little world here. That is Myanmar right here. That is the Mae Sam Laep, the Salawin River, which in this area is the border. Right there, if we had stamps in our passport, there's a little port. We could go to Myanmar, and you can hear right now, you hear a boat. Again, this is Mae Sam Laep. We came from Mae Satria. Gonna share some simple food, but just in a delicious and beautiful environment right now. And I do have coffee, so hanging out with Lee, we have a beautiful view. The weather is great, so life is good. And thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you're having a great day today as well. Coffee cheers first, and lunchtime second. So they have a school. They have a police booth. Still not many places are open. I guess, I'm still guessing it's because of COVID. But very thankfully, we can have lunch. Let's go check it out. Oh, ครับ
ไม่มีเนาะ
ครับเขาจะส่งทุกวันไหมเส้นก๋วยเตี๋ยวเขาจะส่งที่นี่ไหมหรือ
ปล่อยเขาไปซื้อที่แม่เสลียไม่กลับมาเลย
อ๋อครับครับโอเคแล้วก็ผัดผักแต่ไม่ต้องใส่เนื้อสัตว์
ผัดไม่มีอะไรนะคะมีแต่ผักกาดขาวเนี่ยนะ
โอเคได้คุณป้าบอกว่าที่นี้จะกินตำไทย
ค่ะ
ใช่ไหมครับ
เขาจะกินตำปูปลาล้างนั่นแหละแต่ว่าปูเราหมด
อ๋อครั
เรา
บ
ไม่มีเราก็สั่งมาจากแม่เสลียงอันนี้เดี๋ยวตำให้คนอื่นก่อนเพราะว่าเขามาสั่งก่อนไง
มาจากไหนแม่สองภาคไหมหรือเป็นคนละภาษากัน
คนละภาษานะ
แม่สองภาค
สุภาพแปลว่าอะไรอ่ะ
สวัสดีแต่จำไม่ได้ว่าเป็นเผ่าไหน
เขากะเหรี่ยงที่นี่ทุกๆวันก็เป็นกะเหรี่ยงนั่นแหละ
Oh, okay.
เป็นมักกะยอเป็นกะเหรี่ยง
So I'm here talking with Auntie as she is making somtam. Clearly, she is the only restaurant open because we are watching her make a few dishes that other people have come to order as takeaway. But I don't see who those people are. So they passed by earlier. So obviously, yeah, she is the only restaurant that's open today. So we are lucky. We have a place in line. We're gonna have some lunch soon. But right now, it's cool just chatting with her. She shared that the sentence that I know in one of the local languages here is a different accent or even a totally different language. I'm still going to work on figuring that out. But Walawe. Okay, cool. Sometimes you need to see someone's mouth. The mask gets in the way of so many things, but it also inhibits. Oh, สวัสดีตอนเช้า So good morning. Yeah. Also gets in the way of language learning sometimes as well.
เอาพริกกี่เม็ด
เผ็ดๆนะครับ5 เม็ดก็ได้ครับ It is just awesome sitting here, Feeling the breeze. It's a very humid breeze, humid day today. The sun is just coming out. It's noon. Sitting across from this jungle, just giving thanks for this day, this experience right now. So out on adventures like this, food is going to be a little bit more simple because that's the food that they grow. We are so far from the main town that this food is all just made up of different ingredients that grow right around here. It does smell incredible though. Got some pad kapao. This is Thai style. Pad kapao with chicken. Really hot right there. The pad pak, as you saw, that was the first thing to come. Som tam, also a huge plate of som tam actually. Yeah, so all three of these are like Thai style dishes. As you heard from Auntie, they don't even have a restaurant of what would be their own local food because every family just makes it at home. They don't have enough tourism in this town to have a restaurant of their own local food. Chicken, spicy basil, and I'm a happy guy. That nuttiness of the sauce. Oh man. I'm just piqued with excitement at the thought of how spicy this is going to be. What to talk about first? The cowpeas really stand out. They are such an important part of this dish. The heat from the chilies and then the caramelized oyster sauce, which is pretty sweet. Also very smoky. Man, but yeah, the sauce has like a nuttiness, like a weird nuttiness to it. It's awesome. Oh, the basil finally. The sour, the bright basil. I would say most common with pork, but you can have pad kapao with any meat or even non-meat. You could make pad kapao jackfruit or mushroom. Tofu is also great. For meat, yeah, tastes great with chicken today. Wow. Aloy mak makครับป้า Aloy makครับ The basil is the key, but the onions are very fresh. Sweet, actually, when they're that fresh. Yeah, so meat dish. Then we also got fried vegetables. And the vegetables are the staple, really. At home, every day, families here are growing their own vegetables just by the basketful. They trade them, they also sell them. They make some money like that, but they also just sustain their own family with the vegetables that they grow here. So you never exactly know which vegetables are going to be in a pat pak ruam, a plate of mixed vegetables. So today I think we have 5 tomatoes, kale, the cowpeas, cabbage, and then cucumber right there. Yep, cucumber. And then she cooks it with salt, pepper, fish sauce, and I don't know any sugar, but maybe a little bit of sugar, but that's it. Just the freshness. Oh, garlic. How could I forget garlic, which they also grow in huge amounts here. This part of Thailand grows very, very high quality garlic, and they sell it all around Thailand. Yeah, so all 3 of these dishes are just super hot, having to blow on all the bites. That cucumber is so sweet. You know what? It's white pepper, white crushed pepper. It's just so clean. That is the perfect lunch. That is all you need, but we even have a bonus. The first thing that I saw her making, so I knew that she had som tam. You can see the mortar and pestle, obviously. So I know she had som tam. We wanted some cooked dishes, but we got a bonus right here. So som tam, obviously, she seasons it with lime juice. The salty little preserved shrimp. I don't know if it's tamarind sugar or if it's palm sugar. And then some shreds of the Thai eggplant. And then, of course, tomatoes, papaya, and the cowpeas. Cowpeas are also in that one. And then I asked her, do you have any bala? Like, do you make your own bala here? She said, no, actually we eat stuff from fermented beans or fermented shrimp. So they have to purchase the bala from outside. So we're going to find out what that sugar she uses is immediately. Here's a huge chunk. Yeah, it is tamarind, which is very cool. Like I said, everything from this town. You saw how long it took her daughter to bring back the noodles. So they can't afford to be waiting on food from over the next valley. Everything is from right here. So those are green Karen chilies. So the shrimp is that recognizable salty umami balance that is in every plate of somtam, but the Karen sour, because they're green, they're like a little bit sour. That flavor is very different. So somtam is eaten all over Thailand. You know, local small people groups in the mountains or downtown Bangkok. This is probably the most ordered dish in Thailand. If it's number 2, then this is number 1. So I
One
have
question.
Yeah.
When I at the university, because I'm from Guangxi, so the international student from Laos, from Myanmar, from Vietnam, from Thailand, like from Southeast of Asia. But I saw the Myanmar, Laos, Thai people, they all eat somtam. So did you go to Myanmar, see they have somtam before? The
I
papaya
had
salad.
with mango, but never with papaya. But in Laos, for sure.
But they all get together, eat somtam together
That's so cool.
at my university.
This is the Southeast Asian friendship dish, then. That's
Because
cool.
I
You
go
never
to
told me that.
I go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Laos, yeah, for sure they eat somtam. I go there and they will tam lao. And I didn't went to Myanmar, so I don't know. But the international students, they get together, eat somtam.
They do. I remember eating papaya in Myanmar, but it wasn't like somtam exactly.
So like this style.
Yeah.
I never went to Myanmar. I don't
Well,
know
it is
about-
definitely the there you go, the Southeast Asian friendship dish.
I see they made together, eat together, so.
So in Isan, the somtam, where somtam really comes from, in that part of Thailand, it's going to be very spicy and very salty. In the north, they don't eat as spicy, and they get that salty umami-ness from either beans or shrimp. So it looks very similar. But even Thai style somtam, it will change based on the local ingredients that they're using to kind of get those flavors. So the chilies that they grow here are not Thai chilies. So it immediately has a different feel to the dish, even though it's the same ingredients if you write them on a paper. The eggplants are awesome, recognizable, and the peanuts, that's what makes it Thai style, the shrimp and peanuts. And the cane sugar, but oh man, and the bala is wonderfully recognizable. But yeah, with those chilies, it just tastes so different. Just from the chilies, the freshness. Wow. That is so cool what Lee just said. Yeah, I'm thinking, I can't remember in Myanmar, like fresh papaya like this, but of course, papaya grows so well in this climate. I'm sure there are so many dishes of papaya. But in Laos, yeah, you better believe it. And in Vietnam, they eat a lot of sauces, where I've seen pickled papaya in the sauce. Can I ask your opinion on the somtam? The somtam expert.
It's just like, if I never been to Isan, I will like it. But just like I live in Isan long enough, my first flavor or the flavor I like is basically from the Isan. So when I out of Mahasarakam Kongen or the Isan place, other place will still have somtam, but you will never get the Isan that like everything so sharp, very bad smell, very strong, very salty, very spicy. Just like you can eat the somtam everywhere, but if you want the strongest flavor, you have to go to Isan. It's just like everywhere I go, I will ask please ส้มตำไก่ย่างทอดนะ please ส้มตำ but you won't got you will never got the best flavor one. If just like you had one dish from your country, when you go to another country, they will have the same name, same way to make, but they won't same flavor. Even we still in Thailand. Good, but the people from Isan, they will know that.
Cheers to Papaya.
The way to come to this village is the dangerous road I ever seen in Thailand. Very dangerous. Oh, because we come on the rain season.
It would have been much less dangerous
Mountain
in the
just
dry.
fall.
Yeah.
The road just cut.
I cannot pick a favorite because, like, even though the dishes are simple and like quite standard, actually, all three of the dishes, just exactly what you think you would get when you order that dish. I can't pick a favorite. They're all just maximally fresh and just great for this occasion right here. It's just so great. I don't order pad kapao very often, actually, because it's just such a standard dish. You know what? I'm gonna pick the som tam just because it is so unique just from that one ingredient. It just gives a color to the whole dish through the chilies. So it shows you that fresh chilies really are so important. And it's so cool knowing how small this town is. But still, when we're sitting here having lunch, people of three different cultures that I can recognize at least, just walking by, doing their daily life stuff. So as Lee and I were talking about the dishes, I think maybe you could say these are the three most commonly ordered dishes in all of Thailand. But depending on where you live, this might be a noodle dish, like kway teow, tom yum, or something. But you could argue that these are the three most ordered dishes in Thailand. And at this restaurant, she's just done a great job with all of them. I am so full. She gave us like family-sized servings. So there goes the som tam. And you wouldn't usually order som tam with these two. These are central Thai dishes. This is more Lao Isan, but yeah, I'm
But
super
because
full.
Lee come from Isan, had to eat ส้มตำ every meal. Right? Like ส้มตำ.
None of these dishes are very heavy, but she just gave us huge portion sizes, and including 2 drinks and 2 plates of rice. The 3 dishes, it was 160 baht, ใช่ไหม?
Yeah, one
Yeah.
third of all the things we order, and then another 30 baht for the green tea I take.
So rice, and 3 dishes was 130,
And I
So that's-
drinking 2 green tea.
like $3.95 in U.S. currency. So, but for countryside in the north, and we are really experiencing that Mae Hong prices are even less than we would expect.
Everywhere the noodle is 20 baht.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they are so, they are not ready to come. They are slowly making. I walking to the another only 2. There are only 2 open, right? I go to the another one to get 1 bowl
20
of
baht noodles.
Yeah.
In Pai, we had 20 baht noodles also.
Yeah, but I order pieces, so the plus the noodles, so 30 baht. For noodle, I always pieces.
Remember last night, our favorite soy milk and ginger tea place in Khon Kaen would be like 80 baht. Last night, 23 baht.
23 baht.
It wasn't
for
as
4 pack.
big options. There wasn't as much in it, but yeah, 23 baht. I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
4 pack of
And yesterday we had bananas, 5 baht
5 baht.
for the whole thing.
Unbelievable. And especially when now the morning, all the morning is as worthy as before, right? And 5 baht.
Not as strong.
Not as strong as before. 5 baht for the whole